Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to rank the top 10 NBA duos of all time. Before we start though, if you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like. Also, if you are new, then please subscribe. It really helps me out. Alright, now, just so you know, I'm basing this list on how the duo did statistically, and how successful the duo was at winning or coming close to winning a ring. That's it. Finally, some very good duos that didn't end up making the list are Gary Payton and Shawn Kemp, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, Julius Erving and Moses Malone, and finally David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Now let's get into the list. Okay, so coming in at number 10 we have Jerry West and Wilt Chamberlain. Although this duo only has one ring, they are still very notable. In the 5 seasons they played together, they had total averages of 42.8 points, 23.4 rebounds, and 12.8 assists. I think these numbers alone explain the duo's placement. Anyways, this duo could possibly be higher, but they did only have one ring, and they played in the late 60s, early 70s, so the competition wasn't as good, which makes it easier to be as great as they were. However, they are still a great duo, which lands them the 10th spot on my all-time list. Alright, now coming in at number 9 we have John Stockton and Karl Malone. It's kinda sad that this duo didn't win a ring in all their time together, but they will still go down as one of the greatest duos of all time. I mean seriously, you've got a top 3 all-time point guard and a top 3 all-time power forward. Of course this duo is going to be top 10. I really wish I could put them higher, but the duos ahead are better, and these two never won a ring, so they are only at number 9. Okay, now coming in at number 8 we have Tim Duncan and Tony Parker, the cornerstones of the Spurs dynasty. In their time together, Duncan and Parker won 4 NBA championships, averaged a combined 34.7 points, and made the playoffs every year. Although this duo wasn't flashy and didn't put up insane numbers, they sure were successful and knew how to win. Overall, just a great duo that gets the 8th spot on my list. Alright, so coming in at number 7 we have Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. Okay, now this duo is here mainly for their dominance in the 80s, winning 3 rings, making 5 finals appearances, and having a crazy rivalry with the Showtime Lakers. Not to mention Larry Bird won 3 straight MVPs while this duo was together. Yeah, this duo is amazing and putting them in my top 10 was an easy decision. Now, coming in at number 6 we have LeBron James and Dwyane Wade. Of course, they never went on to win 8 rings, but they were still very good. Anyways, in their 4 years together, LeBron and D-Wade made 4 finals appearances, won 2 rings, and absolutely dominated the league. With combined stats of 48.7 points, 13 rebounds, and 11.5 assists, this duo was bound to be on this list. They would also be on my all-time big threes list with the addition of Chris Bosh. I'm shocked this duo wasn't top 5, but the duos ahead are better, so LeBron and D-Wade are only at number 6. Alright, so coming in at number 5, we have Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. Now, this being the most recent on the list, I think we all remember how dominant these two were. They won 2 rings, 3 finals appearances, and made the Warriors unstoppable. Seriously, the Warriors only lost 1 game during the 2017 playoffs. Truly unstoppable. Don't get me wrong, I could replace KD with Klay since the Warriors were great even without KD, but I feel like KD is a better player and the duo is better with him. Anyways, this duo was obviously going to be top 10 and they get the 5th spot on my list. Okay, now coming in at number 4 we have Bob Cousy and Bill Russell. Okay, so the reason this duo is this low even after winning 6 rings is the fact that they played in the 60s, which was a weak era of basketball and there were only 15 teams, so it was a lot easier to win rings. However, the duo is still amazing despite these points. Let's just say putting these two in the top 5 was an easy decision. Alright, coming in at number 3 we have Shaq and Kobe, who are my personal favorite duo of all time. So the thing about Shaq and Kobe is that they really did need each other. Don't get me wrong, they're both really great players and would go on to win rings with other duos, but when these two were together, they were completely unstoppable, which they could never do again. Matter of fact, before Kobe really broke out as a star, the Lakers with Shaq weren't even able to make it to the finals. Then they three-peated, an incredible feat in itself, let alone the story. I must say, putting this duo in the top 3 was a no-brainer. Now let's move on. Okay, now at number 2 we have Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. the cornerstones of the Showtime Lakers. In their time together, Magic and Kareem won 5 titles, had 9 finals appearances, and completely dominated the West. I mean, how could this duo not be top 3? They've got the best center of all time and the best point guard of all time. Now that is a deadly combination. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. I mean, do I really have to explain? They three-peated twice, they won 6 rings, and they just completely dominated the league. This duo is easily number 1. If you don't believe me, watch The Last Dance. It's on Netflix and it shows why MJ is truly the GOAT. Alright guys, that just about wraps it up. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, if you are new, then please subscribe. And that's it. Cue the outro.